Yeah, I got a lot of stuff lined up. Hopefully, I don't forget. It's definitely not that. So maybe, whoop. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to look at this. I thought this would be like a little interesting to start with, eh? I like the way the light is on that. Got to straighten that out. Somehow I got to straighten that out. Um, get light, more light. Can I just unplug this for a minute? What would it be if there was more light? What would it look like? What would the light do? When you bring it out of focus and into focus, when you look at the two eyes in the center, right? The pumpkin head, the two arms, one on this side, right? On this side and this side, you can see me pointing to the two of them at the same time. Are the eyes coming apart or coming together? See, all you have to do is just move the picture into place, right? Like that. So are the eyes coming apart? Or are the eyes moving together? So I was just fooling around before I begin. How's everybody doing? Notice the way things, there's shadows moving around. Why are there shadows? Do electricity cause shadows? Look at the depth. Can you see the depth? There is no depth. That depth is only a shadow from above. Right? When you mirror, it turns into a V. The V letter, whoop, I'm pointing my phone in the wrong spot, right? I'm just looking at it the wrong way. Sorry about that. So you missed part of it. So what you can see, you see the flashing light? It's just the light going back and forth. So I can change the shadow at any time. You can see some depth. You can almost see below it, yet there is no below it. It's just all shadow. The V that you see over here, that's the mirror. V equals to 5. Why did I mirror? What had to happen in this mirror? What's going on? You see this little element right here? And when you pull it away, that green little spot over here like a hat, whoop, whoop. Wow, boy. How do I get back there? Yeah, sorry about that. I just lost my. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my God, I moved it. Not good. I don't know what happened to my. See the way the system came together? Arachnia. So I'm just trying. Sorry about that. I don't know how to get rid of this. Okay, 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 okay. Here it is. That's where I want to go. Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, back to here. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's shadow. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, that's better. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, that's better. So I'm gonna fix that up. Yeah, I can do that. I got to put a little weight on this so it doesn't fall on the floor. Got to do this to it. I need a. Okay, that's good. So there's this here, right here, in the center where my finger is. Okay, watch that. Right, and I'm just. Whoop, I should have kept it like that. No, I can't do it. I can't balance this. Let me see. Where's my phone? Hold on a second. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just trying to see. Right? See the way it is? See the way it is? Doesn't seem like much. But when you move the phone away from it, you begin to see a little bit more. The M letter in between, holding together both eyes over here. So can I move these eyes closer together? Okay, I'm just going to leave a little pinion in between to see what happens with this picture. See the way two sides supporting a bowl? And even when you have the bowl inside, you still have an area space between here and here. They call it the gap, right? Pagan, the gap. En is in, the gap within. So if you have a gap within all the way around, what part of the area space would that be? It would be, if it was 48, it would go down to 40. 48 goes down to 40. So you would be missing, it would be 121. The outer gap of this game, if the game was 40 for the 40 days, the outer gap of the complete, because remember, you can look at this entire picture, but if I had to tell you this is a 36-inch by 24-inch page, and you're going to put a dot down at every inch, and you're going to count it, and you go around 40, first of all, when you go around 40, you'll end up here. So this will be 1.5 times the game. Why does everything seem to be 2x4s and 4x8s? And what is 1.5 and 2? What is it about this world? What are quarters and halves, and where are they located? Splitting up time, the matrix system. So what else can happen inside of this? I think we can do this. Check. I think we can do this, right? We can. Oh, I don't have to do it. Should I be doing it this way? Hold on a second. I want to make a change to the placement of something. Hold on. I'm not secure with what's going on. In fact, I'm not secure with this either, but I'm going to get a couple of clips to hopefully secure it. To hopefully secure it. Getting a couple of clips to hopefully secure it. Clip number 1, clip number 2, clip number 3 is going to be a clip that clips with everything. Now, will it fall? I don't know. I'm wondering which way. Hold on. So now it's okay. Is it the queen beast inside? Here's the bubblegum machine. What do we need the bubblegum machine for? Hello, Sir Gareth. Why do we need the bubblegum machine? See, when you go close, you don't really see too much, right? Just a whole big blur. Or Miss Pretty Penny, how about one side of the bird? And then we can go inside the house. Sorry, we can enter the house over here, right? Or the house over here. Here's the split head of the one eye of the bird. Standing on what? The crown. Why is the crown so broken up? What happens when we create that mirror? Look, the pieces and parts of the house. Is this the card? See, I only have a duplicate card. I can put this card over the other. So what's going on here? The gumball. The stand for the gumball. Is everything going around? Is this our house? Is this the machine? I don't know. I don't know. Here's the original picture right over here, right? But when you put it to work like this, we can move these cards, right? We're going to move the cards a little bit. Now, how do we put these cards together? Look, we're shuffling the cards. Look, I'm shuffling the cards. Right? I'm doing the shuffle with my foot. So what should we do? Should we turn everything on an angle ourselves? Right? Should we turn it on an angle? this way. And then we can see the Mad Hatter holding on to the oceans of every coin inside. Look at that. It looks like a whole bunch of coins. Here's the sea turtle going on by. Eyes over eyes. I've got eyes. Look, he's holding on to the steering wheel. He's got his feet out there. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, Jack Hatter. Woo, I'm madder than anything. There's a fact, I'm even plugged in. Look, plugged into the lower world, plugged into the upper world, and I've got an eye through an eye through an eye, all meeting in the gray matter. And look at the DNA strand going across on both sides. So where is that DNA strand? Oh, it's right there. There's the original. There's the bird watching. Here's that little piece we just saw. Here's the card, like I mentioned before. So where else can we put this picture? Just 1 second. I'm trying to see. We can. I need to get something to hold this phone in the air so I can play with the picture. Anybody want to buy a cage, raise funds so I can hide? No, just raise funds so I can just write more. Oh, what was I looking for? Maybe an old hockey book. God, what was I looking for? Oh, yes. Yes, this. I was looking for this. Doo-doo-doo. The Mr. Tackpan's stand. When you can't do something with it, create from it. And then throw it out a couple of years later. Can't throw everything out. I'd love to throw that out. But I like it. It's my cat's. Oh, kitty, there's a fly here. Right there. Somebody come here. Quick interruption to this video. Please, somebody remind me what we're doing. Thank God we're on a simple subject. We must get that fly. I see the fly. The fly is still there. Guess what? Change your words. We have to change the word. No longer a fly. It's no longer a fly. It's no longer a fly. 6, 12, 25, 37 reverse alphabet. Maybe it's a fleur-de-lis, but now it's a flew. It's a flew away. You know, I like away. I like the things when we use below and above, like A and B, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1. 4 circles. 1 circle. This 1 circle, okay, can go either all around these circles, or when it goes around this circle is here, 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 and here. Only 3 out of 4 at a time. 12, and 4 out of 3 at a time. 12, 24-hour clock for the zodiac. Feminine. When the feminine is at 12, the masculine rests at 13. Why? Because here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, that these two, these two over here is going to be 12 and 1. Then it's going to be 11 and 2. It's going to be 10 and 3. Stop right there. Mercury, Jesus Christ. Okay, so the Mercury's got the mail delivery. Everything's controlled by the mail. And now I'm missing my stand. What did I do? Interrupted myself with something else to do, right? There we go. Got that stand. Whoop. Even got a hat on the stand. Got a stand with a hat. Throw that hat over there. And let's put this stand over here. Oh, you're still there. Haven't fallen yet, eh? Oh, let me spread these legs. Hold on a second. I got to spread the legs. Oh, it's not easy. How did these legs spread? How come they're not spreading? Oh, there it goes. There you go. An easy slide on down through the pole. Check at that. Check at that. Has anybody seen a double trinity? Right? Like if this is going to tip over, it tips over this way. Right? So when you're talking about what's that is going to be what the opposite of it won't do. Right? The stability. You look at that one for the stability. Well, guess what? That's where it's going to tip over to, right? And over here, the same thing. So you got 3 tip overs, 3 stabilities, the same thing on this. So if you walk into a bar and see a chair like this, walk away. Now you have 2 for stability on every single pull, right? Why 2? Why not 1? You can have your DNA running between that, the braces, right? The braces that connect them together. So now I got this stand. I drilled a hole in here, right? And that's so we can find out like what's going on over. Hold on a second. Don't hurt that. Don't. Oh, there's a screw. Yes, and there's a screw here, so the phone can sit up here, but I have to undo it with the mechanical item with the wrong bit at the end. They call it a bit. They call me a bit. Bits. Oop! Don't break that. You haven't dropped anything yet. Hang on. Hang on to your horses. What does it mean, hang on to my horses? I'm not a horse. Well, you got horsepower. You're running with a V6 and a V8, you know. V6, V8. Anybody really know what I'm talking about, right? Horsepower, right? Part of the game, number 65, the white horse. Everybody thought Pegasus wasn't real, right? Pegasus is number 88. So let's see if I can line up that hole with the camera. Where's the camera? Oh, there, right? How come it doesn't line up straight? Doesn't make sense, eh? Let me see from underneath. Oh, I see why. Because underneath is not good. Okay, I just want to see what that does, just for the fun of it. And hold on a second. We're going to lower this. Just want to see what it does. Because it's so hard to see. Whoop, hold on. Okay, let's just do it the real way. Let's just put it. Okay, it was in the right position before. I screwed it up. So just 1 second. Okay, do that. Hold on a second. Let me point it there. Hold on. Okay. I wish it was lower. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Let me try something. What if it was, what if I was able to do it like that? You know what I'm saying? Let's say I was able to do it like that. Is that the same thing as that? Hold on a second. I'm just looking. See, that's up here, right? That's not so bad. Hold on. What if it was like this? Hold on a second. Okay, that's good. Okay. I think that's good. Okay, what does everybody think? That's okay? Okay, everybody. Okay, so now give me a second. I'm going to get myself a glass of water. Oh, maybe set up this, make some tea over here also. Yeah, something's wrong. I think I threw out something in the garbage and now it's in the garbage and I'm not going to get it. Okay, so we did that, getting some water from the water jug. Hold on a second. The other thing I want to do is my plug. So I want to plug a plug in. to my plug so I can charge the camera, one of them at least, while we're doing this and not run out of power, at least on one element. Good idea? Okay, that's good. Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm just trying to move like cautiously and carefully. So just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm coming back. Can you see me yet? I am looking for these pieces here. And I'm a little upset at this place, and I gotta forget about that. And, oh wait. Now this is good. I'm coming back. Just give me a minute. This. And my pocket. Oh, no, my jacket. Oh, my jacket's here. Just give me 1 second. I just can't find one thing. Where in the world is it? Okay, I think I found it. Just hold on a second. Just give me 1 second. So we're going to do a little bit in here, a little bit more of this PC art, and perhaps we'll talk about time having TH, time having teacher, student, bricks on a wall, Pink Floyd, AC/DC, Black Sabbath, the Rolling Stones, Mick Jagger, John Lennon, Eleanor Rigby, E.R. Eleanor Rigby, Eleanor Rigby. Give me a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Music, music that music that sounds like bum 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 ba dum ba ra bum bum ba. Ha 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 ha. I got my hands at the driving wheel. Zzz. See that sign over here, right there? Right? You see that sign right over here? Right? The galactic sign. Right? With the little cat. See the way the cat's facing them? Zzz. What's entering into his mind? Joining the DNA. Joining the DNA. Whoop, whoop. You see the way we joined the DNA? See the way it was orange, yellow? Then all of a sudden, we came to yellow, yellow, right? Right at the split. You see, right at the split over here? See the way the two eyes are coming together? So if we don't come together with the yellow, yellow, and we stay right here, that becomes the fiery gap, right? That becomes the fiery gap, the orange, orange, right? The yellow is a single color. The orange is a mixture of yellow and red if we went that route. Just going to turn it in a little bit more and see what ends up happening. As they join, the gap, two eyes coming together, the DNA. Now we just have that double helix there, and then the DNA becomes just that one where the eyes come together right over here. And then inside here, see the way we have this over here, the blue mask, the white face, the yellow suit, and all these buggards here. I'm not really sure what it is, what's going on. Let's look at it the other way, right? Like we can, what I can do next is I can just move it over, right? And I can flip it out this way. And just we can drag it on through this way. Oh my God. Look at these dangling his two eyes, his arms holding up the buildings. Isn't that crazy what we can see? We can make all kinds of characters out of this, right? But even more, when I take the phone off and I lift it higher and higher, hold on, the definement, if I hold it just like this, right, you can see the two eyes, the nose, the two hands holding up. And look where the X comes in, right? The V5 with the X at the heart position. In the V position, you see the way the V is like this? There's no cap to it. When there's a heart position, okay, it can be like this, but usually in a mirror, there's no heart position over here in this mirror. But you have to know that when you do have a book and there is a heart position like this or the V position, right, there's nothing there. There's nothing there but an empty well where all the pages come together when you open up the book. Maybe in the first page it's okay, right? But there's always a concave that runs in. It all depends the way your book is. But anyways, this is just a fold in a mirror, right? And if you hold it up really high enough, you can actually see, maybe we can see it turns into the cube. How can we turn it into the cube? Maybe like that, right? If we just drew a line down this way from here. Look at the mustache. Depends how high you hold it up. Or we're just looking down here at the bottom. This one's one of my favorites. Let me see. How did that end up like that? Hold on a second. I gotta fix this. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. I got it. Look the way it works. Oh my God. I got it. Check this out. I put, those are 3 legs there, and one of those legs is inside those 3 legs. I'm not sure if that really goes on in my work, but that, hold on a second. You can't see it, right? Those 3 legs and those 3. And this is a pole. I can probably just put it in the center there. I have a second level. I'll try that next time. But I like the way it's spread out. Oh, I can see all the comments. Actually, oh yeah, can I? Whoop, I think I've missed 100 comments here. Like, what happens if I took this and put this up against the constellations? Thank you, Sir Gareth. This is the piece I did when I was really right at the beginning, you know. This is like 18, 19 years ago, something like that, you know. I just, whatever, just that's what it is. So when you play with it here, and I got to get this straight. So just give me a second for this blackout for a second. Actually, it's not a blackout, but I need to refigure. Oh, the iPad is there. Oh, okay. Trying to just give me a second. I'm trying to align this. Hold on a second. I'm restructuring my setup. Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I can do it like this. And whoa, yeah, sorry, you don't know what's going on, but I do. Okay, here. I'm trying to hook up my wire that's holding my charger at the same time where I unplugged my charger. Now I'm going to replug the charger. Now I'm going to set it up here. And now I need, what happened to my clip? Oh, my clip is up here. I only have one clip. That is not good enough. I need minimum 2 clips. Oh, and I got 2 more clips there. So I have 2 clips here. So it's going to be 1 clip here. That's good. Oh, now I can put 3 clips maybe. Well, that would be insane. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Just want to see what happens. Okay, I want to see if I can get a fake leg for here. Just give me a second. A fake leg. Oh, a sliding leg. Or a fake leg. Okay, this is not showing me enough extension. I need something. Hold on a second. I'm going to get something longer and safer. Longer and safer. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This is taking a long time, eh? I have to find where my camera is. Okay. Oh no, I can't do it there. Okay, so I'm like cutting a hole, right? And just give me a second. I'm going to take this and I'm just doing something here. This is really cuckoo, but you know, just for the fun, I don't want anybody to waste their time. I'm going to be talking a little bit sooner. I just want to fool around with this and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to stretch it out as far as I could. You know, just trying to try to get some. I don't even know if I can explain this, but okay. Okay. Can't get that picture in anymore, eh? So hold on a second, I'm making another change. Wow, if I can do this, this would be freaking amazing. Oh, this would be amazing. Oh my God. What I'm doing for myself is amazing. I don't know about you. Oh my God. Oh, whew. Ibala. Okay. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, here it is. That's the one connection, and this is my second connection. Okay, that's nice. All right, and these 2 are okay. This is not going anywhere. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah, sorry about the lengthy delay. Now, my thing is with this is now I have to reposition myself. Is that going to be possible? Oh my God. How do I get out of here? Hold on. How am I connected? Oh. I'm stuck. Hold on. I can't move anywhere. I can't move. I can't move. For some reason, I'm stuck. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm stuck. Stuck. Out of this. Out of this. Okay. This goes. Okay. This one over there. Over there. Unstuck. Unstuck. Get rid of that. Wow. Oh, goodbye, science. You're here. Right. Unstuck. And now you're sitting here. Okay, that's good. Hold on. Okay, that's good. And that's good. Okay. Oh, it's a little crooked, but that's okay. Oh, okay, is that good? Yeah. That's good. Okay. Whew. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, now. Yeah. How do we get this in here back to this position? No, we don't want it in that position anymore. Now we want it in this position here. But it's not directly over it. That's the thing. I wanted it right over it. Just give me a second to figure something else out. I don't know why I'm being so difficult. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is over it. So let me take a look and see if we can do this. This is, see, because it's that distance. You know what I'm saying? Whoop, hold on a second. You know, it's that distance. I can move it forward, but it's not going to give, I'm going to have to lift it higher, like here. And that wasn't the goal of this whole thing. I need to put it in the center here. I would have to remove it from here and put it right in the center. Well, then I'd be able to put both of them. Okay, so maybe I'll just hold it like that for now. Right? Or maybe I can just take a pull out, right? What if I took a pull out? No, they're not letting me take one pull out. Let me see. What if I unscrewed it? Can I unscrew that? Okay, whatever. Okay, let me get a glass of water and we'll just, maybe I can get some water out of there. The I 5775. See the way one is like that? One is like that. See the 7 on that side? You see the 5 on the other side? They're both unfinished to each other. They come together right over here. 5775, or what is 1111? The cycling of the breath, which is 5772, or what is 13, right? The connection of 616 to what is 13 by 444, or what is 4 times 444, 41776. In fact,
Sure, here's a unique version of your CV that will help you stand out. Just like the other 30,000 I created today. Good luck.
Work with Fiverr resume experts to ensure your resume really stands out and get a resume tailored for ATS and recruiter screening. Hire an expert today and get hired. Fiverr.
With Udemy, there's a world of possibility at your fingertips. With one click, you're in the leading online marketplace for learning and skills. Want to become an AI expert? This is learning from real-world experts around the globe. Want to awaken your artistic side? This is learning your
Yeah, I'm back. So we have cribbage. So cribbage is just give me 1 sec. Yeah, sorry about that. I wanted to replay the board, that the cribbage board, right, which starts like this, goes all the way around down to this, and creates the IU. Now the question is it the IU? Is there a V inside of here? Is there a J inside of here? You can see right away there's a J. It's which way it goes between U or I with inside of J. Is that where the dots are? I don't know. I have to recreate this again. So cribbage is based on what is the winning point is 121, which is 11 by 11 equals 121. But if you looked at it time, right, as 1 hour and 21 minutes, which is what is 9 by 9 equaling to 81 minutes, but looks like 121.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਹਰਦੀਪ ਗਰੇਵਾਲ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਦੇ YouTube ਚੈਨਲ ਤੋਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਗੀਤ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਇੱਕ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਸੀ ਜੀ।
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want.
Okay, so yeah, we got Sagittarius here, but this is 30 and 27 Sagittarius. Why is it 30 and 7 Sagittarius? Because Capricorn has entered. And if I remember correctly, Sagittarius is 144, right? And Sagittarius connects all three worlds. The 9 birth, 10 by 10 by 10, 1,000. So is it 144,000 of Sagittarius? Capricorn is, I think it's 97. The word corn is 33 and 17, which is going to be 50 for the corn, right? And now we can start doing rules and regulations in games and measuring fields. We're not going to get into that yet. And why a baseball field is different, won't get into that yet, as long as there's a specific between the left field and the right field. So cribbage is 121. So is it within the crib we came? Right? Check this out. 3, 9, 9, 2, 2, 1, 7, 5, 9, 3, 5. 10, 10, 10. 14 and 6 and 10. 14, 6 and 10. 17.5. 93 is through Saturn. This is a Saturn-Mars setup, right? This word over here is 21. Yes. So if you're running this, if you're running what is 6, 6, 6 equals to what is 18, you will reverse this to what is 1, 1, 1 equals to 3. The reverse of 1 is 6. So I just triple it up, 18 and 3 for the 21. Although there's already 21 on here. And on a single cube, on a professional cube, okay, I don't want to go amateur. Because in the amateur world, they play with the professional cube, showing you other things you can do with your primaries. Because I have some cubes that don't match up. So, yeah, amateur professional, right? And AMA, right? This is soul. So when the name of the game is the soul, your fame, and even your shame, the blame, along with the lame. Some say it's all the same. But when you extend the word, it can all be pain, right? And we're not going to go into, in ain what is old. 1 through 13 equals to 91, the word spirit. When you have 4 by 91, it equals to 364 days in a year, also connecting to the Aztec Toltec app calendars. When you have 1, 3, and 5, right? 1, 13, and 5, right? At 13.5, there's a split between 91 and 92. 1 and 2 join together. They create 93. This is where Saturn's going to jump into the game, right over here, right? And this one, let me see if I have this one right. Okay, it's a little too big, but here, this one here, right? 555, Jack 5, right? 555. So what's 5 inside 9? And it's 3 by 5, 15, right? Plus 10, 25, 2 and 5 is 7. The electric moon come and suit me up. 62 or 29, or is it 56? Which way do you want to go? I go all the ways, and then I take a look at what kind of design is inside of this. So if I go ahead and mirror this, what will it tell me? This is the highest score you can get in the game, right? And Jack, the 3 5s, right, is going to give you what is 6. But when you get the 4 5s, I think that's 12. And then Jack with each 5 is 2, right? And that's 8, equaling to 20. And, oh yes, and then 3 5s, okay, in a row. The Jack itself is 1, is 21. And then 3 every 15, right? So the 3 5s on the left is 15 once, right? Now, once you change it, you interchange each one. Each one gets a chance. First, the spade is out, then the diamond is out, then the heart is out, and then the club is out. And that's 8 points. So you're going to get 8 points. You're going to get 8 points for the Jack. You're going to get 8 points for the 5, 88 for the constellations, right? And you're going to get 12 points. Another thing for the constellations, right? 8 out of 12. When you connect the 8 out of 12 in the constellations, the 8 part becomes what is 1.5 times 8 to expand to. Because in the cubic world, we only have 8. So in the cubic world, you only have 8, but you have it awake and asleep. First, you have 6 this way, and then you have 6 this way. And with your 12, you only used 8. Like 12, but it's only 8. Where are the other ones? Up and down your column, spine. Is it the 3 by 4, right? Equaling to the 12 to equate to what is the 3 plus 4, equaling to what is the 7, and what is the 4 is a 3, 1, 3, 4 equals to a 7, or is it a 2-digit 7, like a 5 and 2 equals to a 7? Is it on 1 cube or is it on 2? It's impossible. They'd be opposite, 180 degrees. So all radiuses, is it a radius, right? Or all opposing sides? So all opposing sides of this, right? That what is, wow, I don't remember what I said. Wow, it equates to 7. I have to look at this again. The opposing sides equate to 7. Yes, they do. The 1 is opposing to, the 5 is opposing. Oh, 180 degrees. Yes, 180 degrees. Yes, okay. So they all fit with the letter R. Every other one is fitting with the letter I. This is where the 7 comes in. Okay, not because of a two dice. I'm not looking at two dice. I'm only looking at one dice, right? So when you look at one dice, if I have the 4, right? Otherwise, I'm going to have, the 5. I don't like this one. I'm going to use this one, the 5 over here with the 2, right? And then I'm going to use, I don't like that one either. Then I'm going to use the 6 and the 1. So I got all my 7s. So you flip them over, they're all 7s, right? So when I do this, I need to flip them over. So I need to go once, twice. Can somebody get that? Somebody get that? Oh my God, it's on me. Please, please stay on me. 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 Okay, so who turned those dice over? So now we have the 7s. We had to go 180 degrees. Since I went 180 degrees, I used the letter R, right? Because I went 1, 2 moves. Now the letter I, do I use the letter I? What is the letter I, right? Is the letter I where I just turn it up just one time? Is that a quarter move? Yeah, because it's 4 times. I have to do, but it's here, right? I have to move it once, twice. For the letter I, it's once. So this one becomes the letter 7. For 7, you have move, 2 moves of the cube, right? And for the I, right, it's 1 move. So look at that. It's almost like a movie. Wow. 2 moves, 1 move in order to slip it in, eh? It's like weaving it. Is that what it is? 7 and 9. That's right. Okay. So we have 2 moves and 1 move, A and B, right? So now I'm establishing in this one that R is now B. You know what I'm saying? It's to come across the cube over here, putting 1 between 2, like in T-ball. I mean, we can also split it this way. You know what I'm saying? But this is not 360 because this gap and this gap, this is not right. So it's got to be stretched out this way and that way. You need that gap, right? That's lost in space. That's a gap like this. And then you take it out here, right? You can do that and call this the pyramid corners, right? The pyramid corners lost in space. This is a skeleton line. It needs form. Here's the form, right? The chicken leg, right? The chicken leg over here, showing the form. Is this? Even with the word bat, like communication is upside down, always rising, right? Right into the clouds. And after it receives the full communication through the source, it releases the rain. But now I don't think it's ever getting to the source, right? Right now they're holding on to it. Disturbing of the element. There's no more space to disturb that element. Are they trying to put it in their own cloud? Is that what it is? Anyways, regardless to that, here's your 7, 12, 19 connection. Your 3 by 4, 12. Your 7 chakras, the 12 zodiac signs. I don't know, but this is like walking the plank. Here's a 5, 2, 7. When you see this, you might not say a lot, but 5 times 2 or 5 times any number will cut it in half. 5 times 18 is 90. 9 is half of 18. 5 by 22 is 110. 11 is half of 22. But 2 will double everything back up. Right? 5, right? So this is where this comes in. Each one does something different. What does 6 and 1 do? I'd have to think about it. Right? But the thing about 6 and 1 is that it's a big connection to 5. 6 is part of the secondary element, right? This 4 element over here. It's a 4 and 2 to create 6, and a 4 and 1 to create 5, coming into the 4 corners of creation. It's 3 corners. See these over here? And then you connect this 1 over corner over here into this cube. We are the fourth element in the cube. So it's 3 plus the 1, which is us. 6. When you get to 6, right, it's not 5. 5 is the difference. Therefore, the most you can count up to is 1 to 5. What's missing? 2. 2 to 6, 1 to 5. What is 15, 20? Or 20, 15? When you add up 1 to 5, it equals to 15. When you add up 2 to 6, it equals to 20. All these cubes over here in 1776 equals to 5775. 2015 is that 5775. These cubes, 6 and 1, they're all 7s. But when you come to connect the eye, yeah, this is something what I also wanted to talk about. This is not mine. So what I wanted to show about this is in this, it's showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so it's showing 7 chakras, right? And not the first one, right? But the first 2, one going through one, but only connecting to the rising second one, right? That it swoops on in. And then from the top, there's 2 that drop down the center. So there's 2 waves that bring together, look like what is the 4th and the 3rd chakra. And that's like that firing pin, like the Da Vinci inside of that yellow one, the yellow and the green. Okay, so we have 49 and 92. 49, 92. Yeah. Okay, that's good. 2, 4. 7th gate within. Yeah, green and yellow. Very good. Numeric value, 49. Numeric value, 29. All the difference is here's where the 4 resides. Here's where the 2 resides. So once you have this, you already know what your 10 hookup is. Here, you know you have air and fire. I don't know if it's a fireman or an air wave. What you're missing over here and over here is the earth and the water. 48, which is going to be the water, and 26 is what is going to be the earth. So did you notice this? First of all, the dividing of the earth and Mars is 6 and 8. 2 times 3, what was earth, is now 6. 2 times 4, okay, is 8. And when you pick up these cubes, right, and you look at 3, 3, or 4, 4, or 2, 6, right? Or 1, 5, right? So if you pick them up, right? And if you total them, we don't want to do this one. We want to do this one. And I didn't want to do this one. I wanted to do that one and that one, right? So look at that, right? I want to see if I'm missing one. Yeah, I'm missing one. Okay, so here's what we got, right? Take the edge off, you know what I'm saying? Take the edge off. Not a big edge, you know what I'm saying? So When you look down here, you have 8, 6, 7, 7, 8, 6. And when you look up here, right, see the way you have 4, 4, 3, 3, and you come underneath? 3, 3, and 4, 4. First and second. First is 3, second and 4. And you come up here, first is 4. They're all opposites of each other. And you know what's funny is 2 and 4 is opposite of 5 and 3. Watch them switch positions. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 8 and 6, 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 and 15, 23. 2 and 3 is 5. I don't know why I have that in there. Did it switch around? I didn't want to do any 7s, right? The 6 has to go with the 2, right? That's an 8. And the 1 has to go with the 5. So what if I put it in order? And these are the Scrabble pieces. You see, now I have to enter the Scrabble. You see, C3 stays the same. D cuts in half. M and D come together. Normally they're 44. And look, D, look, even G is now 2. F is 4. V is 4. B is 3. Look at that. Look at that. Master creator, right? So let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I'm going to go 5. And we're going to go 6. Okay? So when we do this, right? The first one, we're going to do 5. The second one, okay, that's 2. We're going to do 6. The third one, right, we're going to do okay, that's good. The fourth one, we're going to do this one, we're going to do see, I can't do this one, but I'm going to do it anyways. And this one, so if you notice, I have 6 and 2 and 4 and 2. I have 5 and 3 and 5 and 3. Why can't I get rid of this? Why couldn't I just put a 5 and 1 here for 6? I can't. So when I turn this over, and give me a minute, I need just like a 1 minute break here. So let me just give me a second. I need something to drink. Just give me a minute to, it's a 2 minute break. There you go. That was perfect. Well, what happened? I got no more No more. Hey, what happened? Oh, it's here. Give me a minute. You know, there's a piece that they use for baking. I can't believe I'm using this filter like this now, you know? Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Back in a minute. Back in a minute. That's why it's tough doing it alone, eh? I don't like making anybody wait for me. Just give me a minute. I have to clean up my little mess. Thinking out loud. Oh my God, what a mess. Oh yeah, okay. Double filter. Okay, done here. Give me one more or 2 more minutes. I'm gonna be back shouting it out. Let me bring this book back. Okay, this is coming back here. That's good. Just give me a second so you can see what's going on here. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm looking for something. Just 1 second. Did I leave it outside? I'm just drinking a little coffee. Hello, everybody. You know, every day there's something new, eh? Maybe I should have taken the phone onto the balcony, right? Hold on a second. I'll take the phone onto the balcony. You know, every day there's something new. I'm just having a coffee on the balcony a little bit, right? I know they're probably not real, but I like to smell them. And it's cleaned up. I'm just very happy. Well, that wasn't there before. So I cleaned up vinegar. I had to make it look good. You know, it's where I live, you know. It can be sloppy, but you know, sloppy is sloppy until it all falls apart. You know, it's not my place, even if it was my place, right? What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. How do you know? Clean is clean. You know what I'm saying? How do I know? Because I like it that way. It gives me a good vibration. Yeah. So the question is, let me look at what anybody said. If anybody said a word, are we still 4 people here? Oh, that's okay. So if you want to mention the word sun, okay, S-O-N, Rubik's Cube, 6 times 2, 12, 6 plus 2, 8. 8 and 12, 20. The exterior and the edges of Rubik's Cube is 20. Plus 6 equals 26, right? But it's 26 blocks. There are 24 on the edges for color and 24 on the corners, equaling to 48, and the word sun, and the word hour in French, and the word hourglass, GL19, ASS 39, 19 and 39, somebody write it down for me, equals to 58, 13, E-world, father, in the oceans, the power of the ocean, the water, into the mist of the air, the power of the cubes, firing up the discus suns, right? Has anybody heard of the Greek gods and the discus? Greek gods, 77. You ever hear of the Jewish God? You know, it's a JG instead of a GG, which is the 10-7 out of Mars, right? 5 times 2, 5 plus 2, equals to what is 7, equals to what is 10. Lo and behold, the French say it. In the Trinity, it's 71. But in the Trinity, it's also 33 counted to a single digit. Oh my, oh my. I wish we had we're going to create. Everybody's going to have one of these in their home to understand the dimensions of the numeric factors in our life that dictate to us every time we speak the words that have been sewn together through every element that has embodied us. Come on out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Tell me what? Tell me. What's going on? Thank you very much. So what happens? Also, please mark down 17. So what this is when you go into the Trinity, or when you chop things up just to see from where they came from. So like 19, there's really nowhere else to go. Okay, 17, what happens with 17, it rotates to 71. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals to 7 and 8. 7 and 8, 7 times 8, 7 plus 8 equals to 56, and 15 equals to 71. And it starts all over again. And where do you find these numbers? Right, 7 and 8? 7 and 1 is the exterior of a cube, the lowest and the highest connecting the centers. And when you're connecting the centers, you're connecting to the center. You're connecting like a jack. You take a jack, like a hook, and you put it around the pole and you come back. So whatever your number is, add on that pole. 4 now equals to 5, 3 now equals to 4, 3 and 3 and 4 equal to 9. Every side equals to 9. Every side's a 9 hookup. You don't have to do it that way. I can hold your hand. You can. Well, imagine if the Zodiac did the same thing, right? Imagine if the Zodiac, went ahead and we all grabbed onto this pole. I grabbed onto it. You grabbed onto it. And somebody else grabbed onto it. At one point, will there be anybody with one hand this way and 2 hands this way? Or if we all went on with our hands, we'd have one person looking at both of us with 2 hands going this way, and 1 hand from that person here, and 1 hand from the other person here. In between 2 of your hands will be 1 hand of each of them for the operation of the Trinity and 1 pole. Now, should we have another pole, we are going to have right angles and left angles and a reverberator in between. What will be the angle of this? Giving me the Trinity. But can I have a Trinity on both sides? Well, I can design. You need 120 degrees, right? Or can we just do it this way? Like, is this the 120 degrees? Is this the 120 degrees? Is this the 100? So we got 3 of them on the 180 side, leaving away 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. And then we have it on this side the same way. And then we can also have it this way, splitting at the pole. But if this was the pole, we'd have this side of the pole and this side of the pole. Do you want me to show you where the equator is? Right? The equator is shared by 18 and 19. What is the pole? Right? But it's not the pole because the equator is going this way, right? But they're sharing this space. It's not on this side and this side. It's sharing this gap, these gaps, right? Where does the equator meet? Is it because there's more than one pole and there's the bearing over here? Transmission. Are you electrifying the house? What are you doing inside the house number 24? You see, the reverse alphabet of alpha beta, right, is going to be the 24th letter, X. Starts with a C, ends with an X. The 24th letter. So let's go inside the house. Come, come. Okay. So, I want to show you, I'm going to do something. I want to do, so yeah, I want to do that. So we had 1 6, 2 6, 3 5, 2 4, 5 3, and 2 6. So the 1 5 happened once. The 2 6 happens twice. Why doesn't the 1 6 happen on the other side? I only want to create 6 and 8. Why did I choose? Why? Because I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 was the algorithm on one side. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm just trying to see. 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 5. But I could have also went 3 and 3, which I didn't do. So I have to fix this. Okay, that's right. I have to fix that. That has to be fixed. Okay. So that's an error. Okay. So 3 and 3. And then instead of 3 and 5. All right. And then what I have to do is I have to go to number 4. I have to go to 4 and 4. And I went to 4 and 2. And I did 4 and 2. So I'm going to have to do 4 and 4. Hold on. Wow. I have to do 4 and 4. and 3 and 3. Wow. 3 and 3, 4 and 4. So let me show you where I'm at right now. So I'm at 1, 5. I'm at 1, 5, 2, 6. Right? But I also can get 2 and 4. And also I can go 2 and 6. Right? 8 and 6, 8 and 6. When I get 3 and 5, okay? When I get 3 and 5, right, I'm going to get 2 and 4. When I get 3 and 3, I'm going to get 4 and 4. When I get 4 and 4, I'm going to get 3 and 3. When I get 1 and 5, I'm going to get 6 and 2. Here is only, when I get 2 and 4, this should say 5 and 3. I'm not going to mix you up. I'll do that after. Unless I... And okay, the reason I did this before is that when you, if I color code them, right, I use the 2 and 4 here. I use, right, the 2 and 4 here. And I don't like this because I just wanted to go 1 through 6, right? So then the next one is going to be 5 and 1, right? And we've already done that one, 5 and 1. That's the next one. And then the next one's going to be what? 5 and 3. We did that over here. And then the next one's going to be 6 and what? 2. See, we did that over here. 6 and 2, 2 and 6. I can't go 6 and anything else because I'm looking for 6. So the reverse of 6 is 1 and 5. The reverse of this is 2 and 4. The reverse of this is 2 and 6. So let's see if I've duplicated too much. Okay, let's see if I've duplicated too much. Okay, we have 1, 5, duplicate 6, 2. We have, let me see if I can take this here. We have 1, 5 that duplicates 6, 2. We have 3, 5. Right, sorry, we have 2, 6, right? Because I want to go in order, right? And I can't use 1 anywhere else. Because where am I going to use 1? Like I can't use 1 with 7 because 1 with 7 would be the pull. Do you follow me? The 1 pull to 3 and 3. So what is 3 and 3? It's 2 and 2. It's 2, 1, 2 within 5. Seems like the 3, 1, 3 is inside of this. You know why I'm saying that? The 3, 1, 3 is inside of 26. It's like the 13 and the 13 letters of the alphabet equals to the assembly of 26, or what is 62. So if I did 2, 6, 6, 2, which I think would be 10 a.m. to, it'd be 6:22, 6. You can be talking about time. You can be talking about 88 constellations, the queen, purple, the window. You can also, what is 3, 4, 5, and then 0, 3, 4, 5. It could be the back and the front. You know, the back and the front, they both come with the same primary name, right? Their last name is 9, right? It's the front 9 and the back 9. And then they come with this sequence, okay? 1, 9, 10. And after that, it's 18. That's right. It's 10, 39, 49, 44, 93, 3 by 31. Saturn, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10, F, G, H, I. Okay, where H and I are going to resemble what is A and B. 1703. Why is that? These two is 10, these two is 10. This is going to be what is 9. This is going to be what is 11. The separation in the E world, I'm just going to also say that what happens is when you use the, hold on a second. It's got to be a calculator here. It's got to be a calculator. Come on. Oh boy. Okay, hold on a second. I need to find my no, that's not what I want. I want this. I want a calculator. So I mentioned 48, which was a combination of 24 and 24. We're missing what? We're missing 6. Where are the 6? The 6 are the centers, right? The 6 are the centers. I know I picked them all up and I put them somewhere, but I don't remember where I put them when I put them down. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, yes. We haven't even mirrored that yet. This is it. The delta angle of the 7th gate. These cubes are rounded out. Why? Should they have been? Should they have been square? See that area space or crown that's in between? See that crown right there? Has anybody ever seen the crown before? It's right there. 1 crown, 2 crowns. So if you fold those up, what will that do? What design will you get from that crown? This is the spindle that goes around. It's a 6 connect. Every time, 4 connect. Every time you create the spindle, you move 4 and 2 rest. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals to what is the 7th gate. You have these 6 at the center. That what is 4 and 8, the Trinity. Okay? Turn the 4 and 8 into another 4. Right? The what do you call it? The edges that go around, the 4, 4, and 4 edges that go around on this cube. Yeah, I'm just putting up my legs because I'm putting them up. That's why. The yellow light. Sitting under the stars. Hidden, right? Once I run this, right? Do you see what's hidden over here on the back? The rocks. So when you run this under, anyways, stop fooling around. Let me turn this camera around. Hold on. No, let me close this in so you can understand what's going on. There's more to just Rubik's Cube, right? Thank you. I don't know how long whoops, sorry about that. I don't know how long ago that was that you said that, Sir Gareth. Yeah, so now we're on to this little gem over here. Time's at 1:47. Almost time for my first long break of to change cameras around and go back to my pictures. Yeah, so the thing with this, I want to finish this one piece that I started on besides the Rubik's Cube. And remember, when one part of Rubik's Cube, you can only turn 2 parts of Rubik's Cube, right? You only need to turn 2 parts of Rubik's Cube, right? Or 1. Right? You're turning 1 at a time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 and 9, 18 moves. 18 of what they say they can make it in 20 or 21. So it's done, right? So when you're moving this 4, this thing is turning around the pole, right? This is the center one around the pole. There's one above and there's one below. This one over here as a direct connect to the center, all 4s. So when the pole is turning, your 7 is here and here. This is what makes up your 7. So if you're trying to understand what pi is, right? If your pi has anything to do with 7, it's right here. Now, what are the 3 7s? Because that's where your 21 comes in, right? 21 and 1. How do you get to 22, right? How do you get to 22? Would you like to know how you get to 22? First of all, before we do that, let's finish off with this. See, we had Earth over here, EARTH, where what happens is the art part, right, is the rat, right? And the rat, let me see where I can put the rat. I wanted to put it here. The rat is number 39 inside the atrium, right? We just have the R repeating. Not going to use that in, okay. I'm just going to go over here. So what we have is 39. And then we have what is 5 and what is 8. Do you know that 5 is 8 and 8 is 5? Because the reverse alphabet is what is 13. The oceans connect to the heavens, 5 and 8, 13. Right after that, what happens, okay, it becomes F. And then F connects over to G. And that becomes 7 and 6, what is 13. Within Virgo, 71. And Libra, I think what is 42, 21, 22, 23, 33, 42. 8 and 6, dividing of the 7th gate. The 7th inning stretch between Virgo and Libra. I don't have to count 12 innings because of the zodiac. What I do have to know is that the inside zodiac connect, that it's a 6-inch connect. The He button, okay, is instead of the EH, you're going to have the Venus. This is what is 4 times 2 Venus. This is 2 times 2 Venus, okay, plus 1 alpha, connecting what is the air sign with the fire sign. The air sign with the fire sign. The air sign with the fire sign. Could be fire, right? But if I turn it around the other way, we definitely have fire and air. So if I turn it this way, right, and I approach that one, we can encompass that area space. So when we went with 15626, then I'm just gonna just eliminate this for a second. Well, I did this for the game mode, you know, so I can hook this back up. So really what I want to show is 1, 2, 3, right? And then 4, and then 5, and then 6. We're just going to, do that right now. Okay. And when we connect these over here, right, I'm going to connect 1, 2, 3. So I have 7, 7, 7 reverse. Now, if I wanted to work with 8s, right? If I wanted to work with 8s, right? The 4 would go to 4, 8. The 5 would go to 3, 8. The 6 would go to 3, 8. Then we're going to have here, the 5 will go to 1, 6. The 4 to go to 2, 6. The 3 will go to 3, 6. So if I went ahead and put these two next to these two, we're going to have 6 and 8. If I take these two and put them next to these two, we're going to have 2, 4, right? I got 9 and 5, and I got 6 and 8. I got 9 and 5. I got 6 and 8. 9 and 5 is 14. 6 and 8 is 14. 7 and 7 is 14. 7 and 7 is 14. 6 and 8 is 14. So now I got the last two. I got 6 and 1, 7, 5 and 2, 7, 5 and 1, 6, 6 and 2, 8. I flipped them over. I got the same thing. So you can see how perfect the 666, 888 works together. And when you do this, right, you have no choice, right, but to just add in a little bit of a difference. Like what you added in over here is a B, a C, an A, a D, an E, and an F. And you can tell what's duplicated and what hasn't been duplicated, right? Like when you're making these 7s and everything, you notice that the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 6, right, are going to convert to what is the 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Here's the 7s. Now, here's what happens here, right? We had 1, 1. Here's a 7, 2, 7. I can only have 4. There's only 4 sides to the cube. And when you add up 1 through 4, everything, when it reaches 10, everything ends at 10. So the reverse side of what is 10, okay, on a cube is what is 3, 4, 5, and 6. The total of 1 through 6 equals to 21, right? The reverse of these cubes, right? 1 through 4 only, right? 1 through 4 equals to 10. And then when you go 3 through 6 equals to 18. This number over here, this 10, okay, is what is look, 1 and 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Once you have that, you take that Christmas sock, right? And then you go 1, 9, 10. And then you go 2, 8, 10. And then you go 3, 7, 10. And 4, 6, 10. 1, 9, 10. Fire, fire. Sagittarius to Aries. 1 Aries. 9 Sagittarius. Mutable to 1 Aries. What is cardinal? What is 7? Gimel. What is gamma? Over to what is C3, both air signs. 1, 7, 7 months of 31 days, right? 3, 1, 3, 31, 13, 31, 13, 31, 13, 57, 75. Don't forget that electric moon. That's an air sign. The one on the left, 7, is going to be what is the cardinal sign. The bottom right, 3, which is going to be a 10, is going to be the air sign. When 1 meets 2 equaling to 3, it'll be your first real 10 connect. Although you have the 1 and 9 and the 2 and 8 connect, only your 3 and 7 will associate the 2, and 1 and 2 giving your air signs your first link up, which is now going to be CC 33 or 77. Actually, it says Christmas. So you link up and you jump under or through the hoop of fire in Leo the lion, right? Through the A letter. Is that why jumping through Africa? Is that what it is? Is it the E world of Ethiopia? This is what they're talking about online, right? The AE world, it's the split house. Look, here they put the 0 under the 147. Here they put the 0 under the 147. Here they put the decimal here. Here they put it over here, so I'm going to use this as basic standardization. But over here, look at that. 7 rows, right? And their association, rad and degree, in one element. Everything else is basically the same size. Just R and D. Oh, I like that. I like that. The bigger size of the D. It's almost like, you see the way the D how big it is compared to that D? It's almost like, it's like, here's this D and there's that D. So when you look at the two of them, right, it's like you can tell that the R is further back than the D, and D is 500. R, can we use it for radius? We can use R as the 18th letter meted at the equator, right? We should turn it sideways. That's what we should do. So we're coming back to here right now. So when we do this, right, when we get 4 and 6, 10, we get 3 and 1, 4. When we get 5 and 3, 8, we get 4 and 2, 6. This is when we get these two over here and these two over here, when you put down one of these over here, when you put 5 of these over here, they're going to give you back 9. The EI is when you get 10, 4, which becomes 52, which becomes 50, the 10, 4 or 104 becomes 52, becomes 26, becomes 13. 3, 1, 3 cycle to the 13, 31, 13, the electric moon. The next piece, so we did this so you understand that now I crisscross it, X, right? X, and then look, the X here, and then look, the X here, like X, 88, X, right? 68, right? But if I just go this way, right? I go 8, 8, 8, and I go that way, 6, 6, 6. So what would I have to do? Because the phone does the same thing. See the way it moves up that way by 2s and that way by 4s? How come? And then every single letter goes up by 3. Like I should have like 1, 4 over here, and like the 2 and 5 go over here, and the 3 and the 6 go over here, right? Is that I don't have no 7, 8, and 9, right? I don't have no 7, 8. So what would I do for the 7, 8, and 9? There's no way to get that. So I would just do this. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So now I'm going to get 2 and 6 on the outside. I'm going to get 10, 4 on the inside. So, whoop. So I get 156, 156, 268, 268. So let's see what I got here. So I've got, together, I got Sagittarius, and that'll create Scorpio. Scorpio. And a Scorpio is a water sign, but this is Earth and this is Earth. So I took 2 Earths, put them together, or minused it. Plus or minus, I got a water sign. Here, right? 2 and 4. Over here, I have an Earth sign, just like here, but with the 4, right? Because these are made to be manipulated and put back to the original form to see how the sequence goes, right? Like above is below, is below, bala is below, right? En bas, below, the chimney, the fire, the fire, the fire. Like above is below, same fire, fire sign, Aries. So how come this is not the same? We're not there yet. So where were we? So yes. So now we have 2 and 4. That's 6. And we minus it, it's 2. So if we minus it, if I minus this from this, it's just back to the Earth sign. If I add it, well, it's back to the Earth sign. But now it's the water sign. So if I add 2 here and I minus 2 from here, they become the same. Irrelevant to that fact. 7, 7, 7. The crisscross here is 8. The crisscross here is 8. The crisscross here is 6. The crisscross here is 6. The crisscross here is 8, 6, 8, 6. 5 is in between. So you have 9, 8, 7, 6, 11. So when you have 9 on the left, you have 11 on the right. When you have 7 on the bottom, you have 7 on top. When you have 6 on the, when you have 3 on the left, you have 3 on the right. 11, 10, right? Sorry, 11, 15. The 11th letter is K. The 15th letter is O, like an OK. The 11th letter and the 15th letter. that is going to be a combination of power and energy. But here you're running fire, fire. Here you're Gemini. Your Gemini air, your Gemini air. Over here, your water. Okay. And then over here, your earth. We got a problem here. We're going to have to do this. Well, that's not good enough, you know. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Right. That's not good enough. You know why? And basically, it's something like that. That's the way the setup would be. And here is what the reasoning is. Now, this is going to be a Mars corner when it's set up this way. It could be the Earth 9 set. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's an Earth 9 set. But when it's assembled this way, this is a window set. If there's only a single cube, this becomes the Earth set. All the singularity here, 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 and here. That's the Earth set. In this Earth set, you're going to get your 9 areas, your 9 areas, your 9 areas. Will they implement these areas here? I don't know yet which way it goes, unless it goes this way. I'm going to just share the letter because it's bigger than the cube, right? Unless I separate the cube just a little bit, just to help me out with the situation, right? To help me out with the situation, just to... You know, because this is the way I thought about ones and zeros, right? From here, it's a 1 verburator. But when you're looking at it from this side, it's a 0, right? But if it had a hole in it only, right? So if you put it here with a hole in it, it would make up both of these houses, right? So just 1 second, I want to... So now you see there's one thing going on with this, right? What I like about this is that when you see this piece here sticking out, it's because it's a continuation. The form is not finished. Right? And these separations could be like this. Maybe these separations are less, right? And that's what creates the totality of the box, because we don't know what's in the cell. But anyways, regardless of that, I shouldn't have done that. It's hard to calculate with all that in my way. So let's So even though it looks confusing, right? If you take a look at the center, and we want to do a little equation, right? We're going to go 4, 4, 4, 4. That equals to 16, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to say one corner, one corner, one corner, one corner, plus 4, right? If I was doing an earth thing, right? This would be a Mars, right? This will be Mars. See, got to take this here and this here. See these two? This makes a joint, like a gateway into here and into here. Put that in, go through the door. 313. 313. Mars comes on, 313. Then what we have to have after that is a 414. That's where we go through the sun system pole. Over here, a little different, right? Over here at 3, 3, 3, 3, you got 4 by 4 equals to 16, and then 4 times 1 equals to 4. Where the earth one comes in, okay, is going to be a 3 by 4 equals to 12. And then it's going to be, what is the 4 times 2 equals to 8. This one over here, okay, is what is going to also be, okay, the it's going to be the 6 times 2, 6 plus 2 is going to equate to the 12, equate to the 8, making up the corners and the edges of the hexahedron. This one over here is going to be this. So this cycle, right, is going to cycle. This one here of Mars will cycle 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1. This will be Mars. It's a sun cycle, right? 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. It's a sun cycle, also the feminine. But for some reason, it's the masculine that moves into it, okay? But for some reason, it could be moving into it, or maybe what's in the power of it because of the control of the oceans within, and the connection to the zodiac. I'm just going to keep it in brief. I know I lost the dice on the floor. So what happens in this? This is the Earth one. Okay, over here, this is the Earth. How do you say, how can you go Earth in here? Where am I going to put this? Right, that's the Earth one. Should have been here. So, Earth, Earth. Mars, Mars. And guess what? Mars is not just Mars, but when you get the D or the double D, right? Why double D's? Because it's Abraham's house. Abraham emit communication, right? Within the double split Parksel line. I need a minute. I'm going to take a couple of minutes. This is a commercial break brought to you by nobody. Who's been watching your channel lately? Many people, thousands, millions, hundreds of millions. Are you blocked by TikTok and all these social media platforms? Have you got an idea? Does anybody believe in your idea? Are they helping you out? Are they supporting you? I'm on live. I can't answer that question right now. But I can actually just hold up many things about my support right now. On my YouTube channel, I've never had so many. In fact, if my YouTube channel was a golf score, right, every 12 hours, right, I'd have an 8 handicap right now. Is life knocking you up with all zeros? Oh yeah, I got the flower of life, you know. Anyways, so the eye of the flower of life, right? And noted to be what is the fleur de lis, that is in French, right? The part it also sounds and says it is the windmill. It also talks about the oceans. The oceans talk about the mother. They also talk about horsepower. They talk about the horses. They talk about the V8. They talk about the V6. They talk about harness. They talk about a thoroughbred. Shh, we have to be quiet. We're going to go on break. We're taking 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Somebody's in the building. I'm going to reset my dice. Okay. So I have to figure out what my dice once were. I think it was 1, right? It was 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not hard to forget. I mean it's the same simple setup, you know. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you have 4, 5. You know what? Let's just do this. Tuh. Okay, I like what I just did. So let's take a look at what we think about this. And I have not looked at any of the comments yet. So, I haven't looked at any of the comments. And I think in the last 2.5 hours that I'm here, there have been no comments. Okay. The Alchemy has made more comments than anybody else. What's going on? This is too funny. Sad, but funny. Oh, you're still here, sir. Oh, good. We're still here. Okay, we're still around. Okay, cool. No problem. Okay, I still have to go on because I still have to upload these videos. Okay, this is before my last break. Okay, so what I did is I did this. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go, I'm going to see if it works out, right? So when we come down and go 1, 4, 6, 3, 1, 4, 6, 3, right? In between 1 and 3 and 1 and 3, they're 4, 4, 4. If you take a look at them, when you cross, it's 2 and 6, the Trinity. Otherwise, it's 10, 10. Everything rotates around 5 in the center. And what is that? That is what is earth and water. Let me back this up. That's earth and water. Now we can change this around a little bit if we want to look at something different. We can also look at this and set it up this way. See the way I went one row here, and then you see the heart zone over here. See the ace in the heart zone here, sharing here and sharing here, except here, they're putting their markings over here. Where does this one come out? Perhaps the less apparent ace. You see that? That marking, the way it curves in? All right. This one curves in. This one bubbles out. Looks the way, see the way that P, this piece comes inside and then it wraps around the outside. Why is it wrapped around the outside? Why did it encompass that? What's going on? All right. And look, number 92. All right. Look at that 92. Or is it 26? And look at that. 0417. Right? 0417. Cancer, water, Aries, Cardinal, 147, the movement of time, 7 months of 31 days. This is the cat, the clue. 3 times 7, 21. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 by 1 is 3. 3 by 4 is 12. 1 is 2 is 3. 24 is for the cat. 5, 9, 3, 4. 7, 7, 7. 7, 7, 7. I'm just trying to see 5, 9 to reverse the EI of X. X is the reverse alphabet. The 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is what is the reverse of what is C. I don't need C anymore because C is what is the reverse alphabet within. 324. 18 by 18 is 324. 1 between 2 equals to 3. 324 is that number. That's where it comes inside the cat. Cat fits perfectly. 3 and 4, Earth and Mars. 9 is the birth within. Inside the E world, it's a split gate. Number 92 is represented in the B house. B represents 12. Is this a professional card? Tropicana. It is. I believe I cut one of the corners or two. So don't look at it. And they're not showing you 2. They're looking at 4. This is a house card. House card. It's a bicycle card. Nothing cut. It's professional, but it doesn't come from Casino Consolidated. Like this one, this is CD, C and D coming together, 3 and 4, telling you about the 92nd day. What was the 91st day in a leap year is now the 92nd day. And in order for that to happen, the 29th day happens. 29, 92, away from number 7 is going to be 5 and 2 is an earth number. So if we go upward from 9 to 7, it'll be 7 and 5. And that's a moon number. So let me mark that down. Let me mark this down. When you go 2 plus 5 and 9 plus 7, this is male, female, electric moon. This brings on the beginning of the Mars birth cycle. You need A and B to come together. This is your first joining 11. And this is your first joining 12. Not by chance, okay, that they both create what is 77. How does it get 77? 5 and 2, 7. 7 and 9, 16. 1 and 6, 7. Okay, I need to breathe. Yes, so what happens over here before we do this? I'm just going to put this back to the regular way. Okay. Okay. Okay, so, okay, singularity, alchemy, okay, okay. I'm just trying to look at this, okay. So when we get back to this, we end up with 5, and then on this side we end up with 7, and then over here we end up with 7. Then over here, we'd end up with 5, we'd end up with 7, we end up with 7. So what does this look like? 5, 7, 7, 5, 7, 5. So what if I go, hold on a second, here is 5, here is 3, here is 9. 5, 3, 9. Here, let me see, I'm just trying to understand this. Here is 3, here is 5. Here is 3, here is 5. Here is 5, here is 7. Here is 7, here is 5. Here is 5, here is 3. Here is 3, here is 5. See what I did? I went all the way around. So watch. I'm going to go 2, 1. Over 2, up 1, 5. Start here. Over 1, up 2, 3. Here. Up 2, over 5. Right? I go here. Let me see what that algorithm is. I'm going to have to move all these dice over and these and get a new page. Hold on. So where is the, okay, let me bring this back over here. Okay, let me do this. Okay, here. So when we have this, we're going to end up with, first we're going to create So first we're going to do this connect over here. Okay. So we're going to do 3, 2, 2, 1 and disconnect. So we're going to get what is 3 and 2, and we're going to get 1 and 2 equals to 5 equals to 3. And then we're going to get this connect over here, 4, 5, and the 4 and 5 equals to 9. And when we go on to the other side, it's going to be the same thing, right? 4, 1, 3. So it's going to be the same thing. So it's going to be, this will be times 2. It's going to be 3 and 2, 1 and 2, 4 and 5, equaling to 5, equaling to 3, equaling to 9. Now we're going to go movement. Sorry. Now we're going to go movement. I'm going to start at 1, 2, 3, and end up at 4. Then I'm going to start 2, 3, 4, and end up at 1. Then I'm going to start 3, 4, 1, and end up at 2. And then I'm going to go 4, 1, 2, and end up at 3. Then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and end up at 4. And I have flipped everything onto the other side, and I'm going backwards. A, B, C, D, E. In the 5 moves, I did 4 moves. Okay, I completed the cycle, and now I'm going backwards in E. And this is where E comes into this. Now, I can also take this, okay? I can also use this formation here, this 3-2 formation, right? Where this becomes 5 and 3. The next piece of this is going to be what is the formation. So this will be 5, 3, 5, 7, 5. So it'll be 5, 3, 5, 7, and then that's what it is. That's your exact formation. And what's funny is this and this is 10, this and this is 10. That's your formation of 4. I'm just trying to think what else is there. And then there's all the crisscrossing formation where you're 3, 5, crisscross 2, 4, where you're 1, 5, crisscross 2, 4. I mean, that's all it is. So, I mean, you're 1, 5, crisscross 2, 4 in a cube. You're 5, 3, crisscross 2, 4, 7, 7. Your 1, 5, 2, 4 is your 6, 6. The part that's missing here, the 8 part, there is no 6 for 2, 8. The highest you get is 5, 3, 8. There is no 6 to 8. There is no conversion into 6. In here, there's no conversion into 6. In here, it remains in E. I can split this up, and I'm going to show it to you other way, but I'm going to have to take like a couple of minute break here because I'm sore, and I want to switch on to my other camera. So guess what? I'm going to continue this in 5 minutes. I'm coming back with my other camera. This one's drained out. 5 minutes, shutting down, coming back. 5 minutes. Make it 6.